For the second video on function pointers, we're going to look at using them in a struct and also generically. So let's imagine that we have these some sort of a book struct, because that's my favorite kind of struct. So we're going to put this book together, and let's imagine we have this some system that is going to get book info from two types of libraries, and we have these two functions for it. So we have book info Korea, and this is this function that gets us book information from Korean libraries, and book info Armenia for some reason. So our program wants to have info from either Korean libraries or Armenian libraries, and we would like to do it with the same struct. So we do some stuff. It's complicated connecting to library stuff, and so we'll just simplify it here and say, thanks for the blah blah blah. Your info is, and then we'll just print that out. And then the same thing here. We're going to this Armenian library is going to do some Armenian stuff to get the book information, and then I'll just say Armenian library book info is so and so. So we so we want to use both of these, and you can see they have the same signature. So they take a U32, and they don't return anything. So let's make our book struct first. So it'll have a name or a title, and then we'll say we want to have this this thing. Let's see, called get year info, and it's going to be this this function, and we're going to make a book, and we're going to put either this in or we're going to put this in, depending on the kind of book it is. And so we go to main here, and then we say okay, let's see, let's put some books together. So Korean book equals book, and I didn't think of a clever title, so we're just going to say name is Korean name, toString, like that, and then get year info, and you'll remember that this is book info Korea, and we're not passing in that because this is passing in nothing because it returns nothing, whereas this will pass in the pointer to the function. And then we'll do another one, Armenian book equals book, and then name is just going to be Armenian name toString, and then we'll pass in year info. This time it has to connect to a Armenian library, so we'll say book info Armenia, like that. And then so here comes the interesting part. So we have Korean book, and then so you can see this function pointer is over here, get year info, and we just give it a number. And you would think that this would work, but it actually generates an error, because when it's inside of a struct, it gets confused, because it looks like you're trying to take this like the actual part of the struct and then pass in something, but to avoid confusing it, it says please surround it with parentheses. And so for this you surround it with parentheses there. So this is like bring in the function, and then so you imagine that this is just the function name itself, and then you pass in this 9872 or whatever you want to put in. And so we can do the same thing here, get year info, and we'll give the Armenian book some other random number. And you can see, so it does work, and thankfully the compiler tells you exactly what to do. So anyway, this is just to avoid using the same syntax for two different things. So the compiler will tell you whenever you need to. And also when let's also look at let's give it debug, and let's print out this let's print them both out, and you can see that it actually is a pointer. Let's see, Korean book and our minion book. So we'll do that. And when you print them out, you can see that it actually just, gives you a pointer address. And if this is the exact same address, if you, let's say you decide you want to take, make this new variable that is that's going to be this get year info function. So let's say some new function equals Korean book dot get year info. So we are going to just make this into a function. Pull it away. Although it's just a pointer, so it's not moving away from the this Korean book and Armenian book. So if we take some new function and print that out, then it's going to we can see that it has the same pointer address. Let's see. So it's this one here. So BB for F0. There it is again, BB for F0. So it is the so it really is just a pointer to the same function. So there's no moves going on, nothing like that. And then finally, so let's imagine that you want to do generics this time. So we would like to let's see, take in anything that can be printed. So all we want to do is I don't know. Let's imagine all we want to do is print. And so what we're going to do is take in display like that. And then we're going to say input instead of a U32. We would like to take in, anything that's a T. So of course, generics, we say display like that. And then over here, T takes in a type T, and it's going to be anything that takes display. And then down here, FNT, and then the question is, is that enough? And it's not quite enough because we haven't we haven't told Rust what this kind of what this type T is about, and it says you're missing a type parameter here, so you declare it over here in the struct as well. So you say, hey, this type T here is something that implements display, and the function is something that takes a type T, and this is type T because it implements display. So this should work as well. So there you go. We get the same thing. We get this the Korean book, Armenian book info, and it calls up either this function or this function depending on what we give it. And it prints out the thing that we gave it. So we could change this to anything that implements display. So we can now say hello there, I am a book, and then this is going to work in the same way that this number will work as well, because they both implement display. So thanks for the hello there, I am a book. So that is a quick intro to function pointers, and I hope you had fun.